What is up, everybody? How's it going? How's it going? How's it going? It is, in fact, clobbering time. Let's see here. What do we got? What up, Ben? How's it going? How's it going? Tio Mike. This thing is super touchy. Sorry. Bender Gas. What's up? Jesus, just bounce it. Hold on a second. Let's try that again. What up, Fortnite? What up, Chum Bucket? Shaggy? What up, 3M? I said the thing. The thing says. Bookending the week with a couple of nice Joe deliveries. Trench Viper on Monday and Snake Eyes with Polar Bear on Friday. Nice. And no luck yet finding another crystal ball. It'll happen. I have faith. What up, Forgivens? What up, Augustin? And Esteban. What up? What up, COJ? How's everybody doing tonight? How am I doing, Esteban? You know, doing okay. I'm doing all right. Your number one is all is normal now. Yeah, no, I'm doing good. I'm surviving all that fun stuff. Obviously I was here last night. But I am officially back on Griff Riffs. And yeah, I had my vacation up to Ely, Minnesota. It was, relaxing for the most part. Got a nice little break away from everything. I totally forgot when I was down here not last night, but the last time, like just destroyed my desk. I got stuff laying everywhere. I had to pick this thing up. And then came home, bookended our vacation with the Nine Inch Nails concert. And without a shadow of a doubt, it is probably one of the best concerts I have ever seen. The pitch, I know I made a post, but the pictures do no justice. It was crazy. They had, so like where we were sitting, we were looking this way. The main stage was over here. There was a small stage here, and then we didn't realize it until it actually started. But in the sound booth, on top of the sound booth, basically, they had, I think it's Boys Noise. He's DJ, and he was up there. It's Boys Noise or Noise Boys, whatever. He was up there doing his set, and because it was crazy. Because they're normally, like when you go to a concert, they kind of play like music just to play music. Well, they had like the red lights were on, and they just had this ambient like electronic. It wasn't all. What I'm gonna say, it's like it was ambient synthetic sounds, just and it would just kind of like change a little bit, and then all of a sudden the music just kind of like started like we were like, oh, what's going on? And so everybody's looking at the stage and nothing's happening. So everybody starts looking at the middle stage and nothing's happening. And then all of a sudden everybody just kind of like, and then all of a sudden I'm like looking at the people in the crowd and I see everybody turning this way. So everybody starts looking over here, and then so everybody starts, very weird to have him way back there. But anyways, so he does his whole set, and then it was a seamless transition into Nine Inch Nails. And actually Trent came walking out, walked up, and he went into the little middle stage, and he started playing by himself. He was just playing the piano when he was playing and singing. And then Atticus Ross came out, and he started doing stuff. And then I think he does guitar and bass, I think. But he came out, and they did like a small set there, and then and then all of a sudden, the drummer started playing on the main stage, and they have like projectors. And what up, Winter Star? They have projectors in front of the stage, and they're projecting the drummer playing as Trent and the rest of them are walking back. Well, they have a lot through like pretty much the whole show. They had a guy who was live. I mean, I'm sure he was recording as well, but it was like live streaming what he was doing. And for the first half of the set, they had basically like a net around the entire stage, and they had multiple projectors. And I even want to say that there was multiple layers of this like netting, and it was like they were projecting like graphics and things, and they were like moving with the music. But then they would go back to the live view, and it was like there was again multiple projectors, and they were projecting like 1 second after the other. So it was kind of creating like this wave effect. So like when he would move his arm, then a second later his arm would move again, and then his arm would move again, and his arm would move again. It was a lot to watch, especially if you were to have like ADHD or something. It was just like super, super like overstimulating almost. And so they did all that. Then they came back out and they did another little set on the stage. They actually had the DJ come out and do the set with Trent and Atticus. And they did the remix of Closer. And then, they did I think 2 of the new Tron songs. Yeah, they did it, Esteban, and it was awesome. Like, I'm so excited to hear that full album. And then I'm also very excited to see what Hasbro has in store for us. Because apparently they are doing, Tron toys, which I'm super stoked for. I shouldn't say this. Obviously, like me being majority of a 112 6-inch whatever, collector, I'm hoping that they're going to do them in 6-inch form. And then I would love for them to do them in 3 3/4 as well for the people who like 3 3/4 stuff. But yeah. From the way it sounds, Esteban, it sounds like they're going to do stuff from all 3 movies. So like, let's cross our fingers that they don't do a plasma series, like, or whatever. I wonder if they'll call it the Grid series or something like that and do them that way. But yeah, the Light Cycle is a day 1 pre-order, 100%. Ben says, I got that Age of the Prime Cybertron Sideways coming. It's dope, dude. It is super dope figure. The O-ring figures, yeah, not my jam. Let's see here. The chat jumped real quick. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Oh, dear, Mike says, my crystal ball was delayed, then arrived 2 days ago. My trench viper came in today. Was just checking how much to ship my pile of loot. $52? Oh, well, that's the tax, right? Because it should, I mean, it's obviously only $4 to ship it, but they charge you your tax for all the stuff in your pile of loot at that time. Hopefully the toys figures are adult, older, collector friendly, not just super simple young stuff. Yeah, and I really hope they I mean, I hope they do that as well too. So let's see, unless 3M says, unless you're the MCU, you're screwed as an action figure movie line made by Hasbro, which is, you're not wrong for sure. I mean, they did make, I feel like they made a lot more Indiana Jones figures than they did Ghostbusters figures. Watch them make a 1-to-1 identity disc, which is fine. I've got one from when Legacy came out. I don't know where I have it right now, but I do have one though somewhere. I'm number one. Yup. I am so confused right now because they are jumping all over the place with this thing. Okay. Oh, I get it now. Yep. So would you want 6-inch, 9-inch nails figures? Yes, I would. I absolutely take a Trent Reznor figure. For sure. I loves 3.75 for some things, but Tron, I love 112-ish. Yeah, for sure. I've still got my Diamond Select Tron figure somewhere. We're fighting. I need for now, man. What, Esteban? You're talking so fast. I'm so lost. You're like, I see. For now, man. Number one forever. I need one for my shelf. We're fighting for the crown. I'm like, huh? But how would a 6-inch figure of something that's 9 inches work? I don't know. I bought some of the super action stuff a few days ago and lost one of the joysticks for the arcade cabinet. Oh no. The crown. What is the crown? I'm so confused. Damn, now I'm number 3. What is everybody talking about? I am so freaking lost right now. What is going on? Somebody explain to me what is going on. Are you guys playing games together or something? Esteban, oh, I was talking about getting an identity disc. What is number 1? I don't know what's going on. I'm so confused. We're battling for the crown to become number 1. Number 1 what? What are you battling for? And where is this battle partaking? I'm so confused. I feel like I am left in the dark on this one, 100%. Who's the number 1 most confused person? Number 1 chatter on YouTube? What? You get a crowd in the chat? How? What? I might better turn this down before I get crazy feedback. What? Oh. Oh, okay. I see now. It all makes sense now. And the one should be me. But yeah. So then, yeah, we had that. Obviously, a couple weeks ago, we lost our Frey, and yep, kids go back to school soon. Yeah, definitely will be partaking in the first, I think it's just the first, maybe there's 2 episodes of Peacemaker tonight. But I will definitely be watching the first episode when we're done here. I know I'm not going to get all spoilery, but I am loving Alien Earth, and I don't care what anybody says. I think it's a great show. People's thought process on the it being aliens and/or I'm 100%. I'm on board with that. It's going to be very interesting to see how. Chum Bucket says, "Why did kids go back to school so early now? I remember going back after Labor Day." Yeah, I vividly remember going through, like basically like mid-September when I went back to school. I mean, I don't know. It's so weird. I mean, I don't know. Earth Final Conflict, and that first episode is where I think I'm gonna leave it at. We're on day 5 for me. What's day 5 of? I mean, I like the Mandarin figure. It kind of sucks that they're doing this whole paywall thing a lot more lately. I see what you're saying, of schoolwork. Yeah. I don't think they need to force people to buy a 2-pack. I mean, I get it. It's from that very specific story. But they're literally just giving us an Iron Man figure that we already have with a new head, like an unmasked head sculpt. It's not enough for me. I would love to get the War Machine version of that suit, basically. The one that they had during the initiative. But I know that and it kind of wouldn't have fit, but what was it? I did snag one because me and my buddy Sam are going to split it. I'm taking Mandarin. He wants the Iron Man. So, but yeah, and then, I don't know. It's I don't think Hasbro's in money troubles by any means. If they're doing made to order things like the Mephisto and the Dragon Man and the Sentinel, they wouldn't, if they were hurting for money, they wouldn't fork out money for tooling and all that stuff if they didn't think people were going to buy it. So I think they'll be fine. So longer school years, but there are a lot of more half days for these kids today. That's why they start earlier. Well, yeah, I mean, that makes a lot of sense too. Great Jedi. They, they do. I mean, and the crazy thing is, I mean, kids these days, none of them have any idea what a snow day is then. So, because now they just do everything on Zoom or e-learning. Let's see. Chum Bucket says, haven't started Alien Earth yet, but it has Timothy Oliphant, so I'm going to watch. He's very good at it. Very, very good. Of course it's greed, 3M. That's 100% one of the problems. But yeah. I'm actually surprised nobody has mentioned the Maximum Deadpool yet, which I think is amazing. It might not be everybody's cup of tea, but I really I really think it's a good looking figure. I'm interested to see how the articulation is going to be on it. Like, what besides the toe articulation, what is it going to what is it going to bring to the table that the previous one that they put out, was that the Juggernaut Wave one? Yeah. Yeah. Like, why, how different it is. I mean, obviously, like, the buckles and stuff are sculpted, and there's more to the figure. It's not just the Bucky cap body, but like, I mean, I love that they're giving us dupe. I'm 100% on board for that. What up, William? I've been having a wonderful play day with G.I. Joe new releases. Polar Bear has such fun articulation. It was very cool. Tio Mike says, I walked 15 miles uphill both ways in the snow, sleet, or rain. It's true. Fortnite says, ha, suck it. Suck it today, kids. We got to get the day off when it snowed. It's true. It is true. And then, but at the end of the year, like, they would, if we didn't actually use all of our snow days, they would just give us like a random day off. Pendergast says, well, enjoying Marvel stuff. I'm definitely not a Marvel guy, which really helps the wall. Lots of cool figs, but nothing I really need or have attachment to. That's totally fair. One of my Dan Yoon came out and said, save your money, we're not done yet. So it'll be interesting to see. Amazon has the Marvel Legends Warbird for $30, and I'm wondering if it's worth that price if I were to get one. You mean like the are you talking about the Dark Avengers one? Because if it's the Carol Danvers one, then you should 100% get it for $30 because they're going for way more than that. Ugh. Oh, the Dark Avengers one? Yeah. I mean, it's up to you. I mean, if you want to do a Dark Avengers set, I say go for it, because it's basically the same exact figure as the other one, and the other one's fantastic. So wrong tube. For the most part, I'm just working on my Dreadnoks. That's kind of who I'm going to be sticking with for the most part. I'll get ones here and there. I know they started showing off promo pictures today of the police officer for the Joes. So, and apparently they're already stateside, sounds like. So I don't know if they're just going to randomly show up in stores or if we will get a pre-order for them or not, but I'm very much looking forward to that figure, so we will see. My beard is so weird. Ready to like chop off like this much of it, like get rid of all that. My wife might kill me if I do that, though. Mike, I would think that maybe we would get one. I mean, if they're doing two ROM figure or Crystar figures. Oh, sorry guys. Yeah, they're doing two Crystar figures, so I mean, they very well could do another ROM figure. I mean, like you said, there's not a whole ton, but for Givens, he comes with a chimichanga, I believe, is what he actually has. Just now kind of sort of realizing that I have stuff sitting on my computer and I don't want to accidentally close my computer and crack my screen. So I'm just making sure I don't do that. But yeah. William says, I hope we get snow this year in Michigan. It's been coming less and less. We can gladly pass along some of ours. And yes, 3M, the police officer figure does look awesome. I'm very much looking forward to getting that one. What? Oh, I just got a update from Amazon. The new estimated delivery date for the Silver Samurai Wolverine 2-pack is now October 21st. So that's cool. Don't tell me that, Ben. G.I. Joe. Classified police. Let's just see. Did you do the pre-sale? Is that what that was for? Oh no, MC Banhammer powers. What? Did I miss something? 3M says I have the Omega Red War Machine 2-pack and it's cool. I do like that they updated a lot of that stuff, but they really lost me on the War Machine, especially when they had the pieces to make the Marvel versus Capcom one. If they would have used, see if I can't find it real quick here. Also, does anybody remember what the mayor Toy Chase said last night where he got his Conan figure from? Yeah, so it's this one right here. And of course, it's an absolutely garbage picture. There we go. If you use those legs on the new War Machine body, it is the identical to the Marvel versus Capcom. That's the actual art. What up, Northern? Empire Toy Shop. Gotcha. Forgivens, what were you talking about? The oh no McBanhammer powers. Did something happen? But yeah, that's what they should have done. I wish I would have screenshot that. Marvel versus Capcom War Machine. I don't know if I'll find it. Gotcha. Yeah. I mean, I think it'll probably be a general release. Let me see here. Yeah, so you literally pop those legs off at the hips and then pop the other ones on. The hips on Conan suck, though. He can't kick out straight. Also, the thigh swivel is as useless as a McFarlane DC figure. Well, I don't know then. I do not know if I want it that bad now. But yeah, I think they should have oh no, I thought you were about to use it on your laptop. Nope, I'm really trying not to do that. I definitely don't want to crush anything. That would be bad. Man, I wish I could find that custom because it was so dope. I'm pretty sure. Let me see. It wasn't, I mean, it was just the other day, so maybe I can get real lucky and just scroll super fast and find it. Because, yeah, it was super dope. Of course, I have to go through like the 47,000 maximum Deadpool figures. Did anyone pre-order the Wolverine Storm 2-pack? Because I didn't, and I kind of only want that Wolverine. I don't know if I need the Storm, to be honest. What the fuck is that? It's gotta be coming up quick here. Jesus. People post a lot of stuff. There we go. That is $1 million. That's 100% what they should have did. And that's like super frustrating that they didn't do that. Because let's be honest, that's 100% what it is. I don't know why they felt the need to do that, but they did. Oh well. They knew better and they still did it. Right, 3M? That's what I'm saying. Looks way better. What up, Crimson Geek? How's it going? Tony and the COJ just got off work. What did you all think of Alien Earth? It is superb. I love that it's one episode per week so that I can savor it. But I want nothing more than to just destroy that show, like from beginning to end, because it's that good. I can't even talk about it because if I literally say anything, I'll spoil stuff. It's so good. Yeah, it's really good. It's really good. They have put so much thought into it. Instead of, like I've been saying, most alien movies, we're not going to go down the Alien versus Predator movies because I choose to believe that that's not canon anyways. But most alien movies are there's a monster on the ship killing everyone. And that's all you really get. You get like little shreds of other things here and there, but that's it. With this, they are giving you, of course, the monster that we all love. That's why we watch it. But they're also giving us other monsters. And on top of that, they are giving us more on. So if you've seen the trailers, it's not a secret. There's synthetics like Ash and Rook and Bishop, Call, and any other ones that have been in any other movies. But now we know that they're also cyborgs too, which is just people who have implants or things replaced. But now they've introduced hybrids, basically taking somebody's mind and putting it into a synthetic body. But the interesting thing is they're basically trying to draw the line and go, well, at what point do you stop being human? You know, if you have a fully synthetic body, but everything, all your mind is still intact, does that make you human still? Or because you don't actually have a brain, like a organic brain, does that make you not human? It's just very, very interesting. They also are diving more into like the political side of things, where you basically figure out, I'm pretty sure we've all kind of figured out that throughout the years that there really isn't a government in this world anymore. Everything's ran by corporations. But we've always known about Weyland-Yutani, and basically, I mean, we also know that at one point in time there was a company called Weyland Industries, and there was another one called Yutani. Oh shit, what was it called? Yutani. Anyways, they ended up having there was a merger, and it became Weyland-Yutani. Have a good one, Chum Bucket. Enjoy the rest of your evening. But yeah, anyways, so there's the main company in this one is called Prodigy. I think they name drop one other one, and if I'm not mistaken, I think that there's really only like 6 or 7 companies or something like that. Crimson Geek says, I love the Wendy cyborg characters, and Timothy Oliphant is so good too. He really is. 3M says, having a human brain in a synthetic body makes them human in essence only, meaning that you're only human enough to maybe just be acknowledged as human while not being officially human anymore. It's very true. The one line that the lady says, Dame, I can't remember what her name is, Dame something. She basically says, all we've done is effectively stopped people from dying. We've made consumers immortal. So that's kind of an interesting take on it. But the other thing, it'll be interesting to see how they develop the whole synthetics, because I don't think it's just as cut and dry as, hey, we uploaded your brain into this. I'm gonna almost assume that even though they uploaded their brain, it's maybe not their brain still anymore. I don't know, maybe it can be manipulated, and I don't know. It'll be very interesting. And obviously, like, not going to get spoilery. But for those of you who have watched, I'm very interested in the feedback and what that means. And that's all I'm going to say. 3M says, leave it to science fiction to trick people into caring about politics or social issues in some way. Well, I don't necessarily know if I care. But yeah, no, it's going to be a wild ride. I think my only problem with this whole thing is just, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like the brother, Wendy's brother, has plot armor. Like, that dude, I don't think he can die. But yeah. It'll be very, very interesting to see where this goes. And at least this, and I'd like to know more on the timeline of things, because at least this one, they're making it out to be, it's kind of like course correction from Alien Covenant. So I'm thinking, I have one little thing I had read was, there's a part on a screen somewhere in there when you can, it's a blink and you miss it thing, that apparently the Minot, I think is the name of the ship, they're on a 65-year mission. So within those 65 years, they've picked up 5 invasive species, essentially. There is the xenomorph, and if you've seen the trailers, there's the little squid thing, there's a plant one, there's like an insect, and then there's like a slug. And we still don't know what a lot of these things do. We know what one of them does. But we don't know when in those 65 years they found these things. But from what I have gathered, is this takes place, the show's taking place 2 years before Alien. So apparently, from what I have heard, and I don't know if anybody else has seen this, but I do know that they show some things on computer monitors about these species. And I can't remember how you pronounce it. I think it's like Arakion. And if you're familiar, that's LV-426, where we originally see the eggs. So even though the ships can probably move pretty quick in space, they still need to have cryo sleep. And so what I'm guessing is at some point within those 65 years, they were on LV-426 and discovered the xenomorphs. And I'm guessing, and now I kind of feel like I need to go back and rewatch Alien, but I'm wondering if somebody, what up, Graham? I'm wondering if somebody left a beacon there, or they made a, like if they'll explain things maybe down the road about other, but if they basically put it in the system that it just so happened that one of their ships 2 years later was coming back home, and I got you. Don't worry. They were coming back home, and they knew they were coming back home through there, so they just triggered a beacon of some sort. So that's why they went down there. It was the crime of opportunity, essentially. Like, we can get these schmucks to bring us back one. It'll just be very interesting to see how it all plays out. And if it'll be, I really want them to continue. I want them to continue making many, many seasons of this. But at some point in time, don't make me go all better off dead, Paperboy. You won't have to, don't worry. That they will make a bunch of seasons, but I feel like it would have to be a very condensed timeline. And very, because here's the thing, like, the way they speak about these things, they don't, like in the movies, like, well, specifically Aliens, it's one of those things where like, they do, but they don't know what's going on. So I don't know. It'll just be very, very interesting. There's a lot of fuckery that's going to happen in the next, what do we got? 5 episodes, I think, left for this season. And hopefully we don't have to wait a ton of seasons or a ton of time in between seasons. Because that would suck. Because I feel like I've been waiting for this forever anyways. But I will say this, the xenomorph in this is probably the most brutal xenomorph we've ever seen. I just kind of all around kind of feel like it's probably the most brutal alien anything in the franchise. They've definitely taken some of the stuff to to like different levels. It's pretty crazy. But uh-oh. Now they're saying that Monkey Wrench is coming September 26th. Kind of figured this was going to happen. I was just going to get a whole bunch of updates on stupid stuff. But yeah, so it's going to be a good show, I think. And now within the last 8 minutes here, once this is done, I'm going to go watch Peacemaker. And I'm going to go to bed because I'm tired. But yeah, well, that's what I was going to do earlier. Let's just see real quick. Gosh, my legs hurt. I was super excited when I saw those Nanmu T-Rexes, and I was like, damn, they're tiny. When I actually did the conversion, I was like, nope, not for that price. No, thank you. I feel like they're even too small for 3 3/4. But oh well. Let's see. Oh. Nope, they don't got them Conans. Monkey Wrench wasn't ever coming with a vehicle, as far as I understand. But yeah, so I don't know. I ain't got much more to say at this point. We do need the Thunder Machine real bad. That I would agree with. That would be a really hard HasLab for me to pass on, but at the same time, knowing how they operate, I don't want to pay $350 for it. So, no, thank you. I'm good. All right, guys, I can't stop yawning. So I think this is where I'm going to call it. So, with that being said, thank you all for hanging out with me tonight for, roughly an hour. And chatting and BSing about everything and nothing. But you guys know the drill. You know where to find me. Follow me on Instagram at Griff Rider. All the other stuff is over on Dave's socials for donating and this and that. You want to buy one of our sweet shirts, check out prowrestlingtees.com. Search Dave Wonder. Get yourself a Raccoon Mafia shirt or a Griff Riff shirt or Griff Rider shirt or a COJ shirt or whatever. Yeah, and if you're local, come visit me at Minton Box Toys in Stillwater, Minnesota. And yeah, besides that, you guys know what time it is. Throw them horns up, and we'll catch you guys. Just wear a shirt, please. What are you talking about? I'm wearing 2 shirts. Damn, bro. Damn. It's cold. Anyways, throw them horns up, and we'll see you guys on Wednesday. Bye.